Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from December 9th through the 11th. This is for Aries. Last shuffle coming up here for Aries. Okay, Aries, what we have is intuition and manifestation and dark thoughts. There are some things that you may have created or started, and you're starting to think a little too far in the future. The problem with this is this, right? This energy makes things happen, okay? Because you can see it. Whenever you can visualize something, it makes it just that much more powerful. But the problem with this is that you are basing where you're going to go on what you have at your disposal right now. That's not going to fly because you don't know what spirit has in store for you. You don't know what the universe is going to place in your path. So they're calling attention to this. You got to change how you see things, man. This is like serious Aries. Look at this. There's some you got to stop doing that so that you can take advantage of a new opportunity. You're having dark thoughts about being happy about where you're going to be headed because you're just like, based on what I'm doing now and based on what I have now, I'm not going to make it there, right? Like I'm starting something that I'm writing checks that my can't cash right now. That's not that's not the point. You know, and I know that everyone talks about, all, Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos, and this person and that person, right? And Walt Disney even. He was drawn in a shack. Could he see Disney blow up the way it did? No, he couldn't. How could he? Right? Because he was in a shack. If that was the case, he just did what he loved, right? And the same thing with Amazon. This dude started selling books out of a garage. Okay, they have a Google it. There's pictures of his garage where he was in, on uh, on the web, right? And the thing is that you don't know where you're going to end up when you start something, especially if you have a passion for it and you know what you're doing. The thing with the dark thoughts is that right now, what you're clear on is what you have right now. And then you're projecting that into the future. How can I be happy about that right now? Because I know that if I continue to go, I'm going to need this much money. And I know right now I'm only making this much. And, projected from what I'm making right now, I will never not be able to afford that till 21, 22. Like, you know what I mean? 100 years from now, I may be able to afford it. Maybe my grandkids can carry on the torch. No. Spirit is telling you with intuition and manifestation, Hanged Man, King of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Right now, you're where you're supposed to be. You're actually very much more stable than you can imagine. There's a need for you to change the way that you see things. You got to get to a better place and say, you know what? I'm headed towards a better place. I've got to be passionate about my work. I've got to be passionate about whatever hobby, whatever it is that you are doing that is effortless for you mentally. And it's like, but do I have the funds? I still have to work. I still have to blah, blah, blah. They're telling you that it's possible. Not only is it possible, it's in the works for you, okay? You're going to elevate in such a way you won't even be able to see this coming. But they're calling attention to how you're looking at stuff right now. And if you're not in this energy, then they're telling you keep this up and keep it up, right? New beginnings, Eight of Cups, Star. And new beginnings here is like you've got to be hopeful about walking away from things that really do not do you any good. There's partnerships that you have, maybe relationships that you're in, and it doesn't have to be romantic. We're talking about friends. We're talking about people that you have some kind of connection with that you may be dealing with on a regular basis. And these people they may celebrate your successes, but these may be people that make you feel a little bit hopeless. They may be the ones that are calling you to the carpet like, well, I mean, Aries, come on now. Get real, right? I know one person was projecting their income and they started their own business. And their friends were like, dude, come on now, get real. She dropped those friends and ended up reaching her goals. But it's just the fact that based on what she had at the moment, yeah, it didn't look possible. But who needs those type of people around? And so Spirit's bringing that up. You walk away from things that make you feel hopeless, or people that make you feel hopeless. They're bringing up people. So that may be the thing too. Stuck energy, because if it's a thing, if it's something, they're telling you need to just continue to plot ahead and work hard. But I think it's people more than anything else. Stuck energy. And they're talking about walking away again. You may be stuck on, you may be in a place where you're not happy and you're always stuck on trying to get to a better place. Just the act of being, I've got to get to a better place. That alone is the problem, right? Because you should be in a place where it's like you're healing. Healing is showing here, like you're getting better. You're feeling calm. You're getting to a place where you feel some harmony and peace in your life. Getting away from these crazy, because to me, these crazy thoughts. If you have a vision of where you want to be, and then you're thinking about, well, right now, based on what I have in my hands, I'm not going to be able to have that. It's like having a seed and saying, I plan on planting, or a few seeds, right? I plan on planting an orchard. I plan on having an orchard. How are you going to, you can't, of course, tomorrow the tree's not going to be there. But that vision is a reality, and it will be a reality, but it's going to take time. But it's also going to take you believing in yourself and burying the seed. Basically planting, burying. But stuck energy, whenever you're stuck on leaving things behind, right? And you're thinking about, oh, one day I'm going to be happy. They're saying be happy now. But first things first, you gotta turn away from things that make you feel hopeless, or people rather. Turn away from, yeah, because they're showing people. People are trying to make you see things clearly. You're not going to be able to do X, Y, Z based on this or that. I talk about walk away. When I say turn your back on anybody who tells you that whatever you're hoping for, whatever you're visualizing, whatever you're trying to manifest, if they tell you it's impossible, or they try to send some sort of message of like, gosh, it's going to be hard, walk away. Walk away. They are not your people. And Spirit wants you to know that. You could be dealing with a Pisces. We have Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. We have another Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius here. Aquarius is definitely powerful. Aquarius and Pisces are the most prominent here, but they are really screaming at you. If you're not dealing with those signs, they're in your chart, or assign it as you wish, but they're screaming at you that you've got to change your perspective about your situation, because it's possible. Whatever it is, Aries, the message is, it's possible. Okay? If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.